The sun rises over the plains of Africa. It casts a golden light upon an ancient, timeless land. Here the earth itself seems to breathe. The vast savanna stretches to the horizon, a sea of grass swaying in the gentle morning breeze. Acacia trees stand like lonely sentinels, their flat tops silhouetted against the growing light. Every blade of grass, every grain of sand tells a story of survival, a story of life and death written over millennia. This is a world untouched by the rush of time, a kingdom ruled by instinct and the patient rhythms of nature. The air is cool and crisp. A lone giraffe moves gracefully across the landscape, its long neck a periscope in the golden ocean. Distant mountains, painted in hues of purple and blue, watch over this immense stage. The silence is profound, broken only by the whisper of the wind through the dry grass and the distant call of a bird. This is a place of incredible beauty, but also of great danger. Every creature here, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, is part of a delicate and often brutal balance. Survival is a constant struggle, a dance that has been performed since the dawn of life itself. The wind carries secrets across the plains. It speaks of rain-swollen rivers and parched earth. It carries the scent of predator and prey, a constant reminder of the ever-present drama unfolding below. Listen closely. You can almost hear the heartbeat of the continent. It is a slow, powerful rhythm. It is the rhythm of the seasons, of migration, of birth, and of the final, inevitable return to the soil. This land has witnessed the rise and fall of countless generations, a silent observer to the epic story of life on Earth. A story that continues to unfold with every sunrise. Here, in this cradle of existence, legends are born not in the minds of men, but in the experiences of the wild. They are passed down not in words, but in instinctual fear and respect. There are giants that walk this land, hunters that rule the night with tooth and claw. But there is another power here, a force that commands a different kind of respect. It is a presence that is felt more than seen, a legend that slithers through the shadows and the deep, murky waters, an ancient power as old as the rivers themselves. The river is the lifeblood of this arid landscape. It carves a green ribbon through the brown earth, a sanctuary for countless creatures. Its waters are deep and mysterious, holding secrets within their murky depths. Along its banks, life congregates. Herds of zebra and wildebeest come to drink, their thirst overriding their caution. Crocodiles, ancient reptiles themselves, lie in wait, their log-like forms belying their explosive power. The river gives life, but it also takes it. It is a place of both refuge and immense peril, a constant source of tension and drama. But there is something else that calls this river home, something that even the crocodiles seem to wary of. A shadow that moves beneath the surface. It is not a fish, nor is it a mammal. It is something different, something primal. The water ripples in its wake, a silent testament to its passage. It is a creature of immense size and power, a legless giant that glides through the darkness below. Its presence is a whisper, a feeling of unease that settles over the riverbank. The smaller creatures grow still. The birds fall silent. Even the air seems to hold its breath. This creature is a master of its domain. It knows every current, every eddy, every hidden hollow along the riverbed. It moves with a silent, deliberate grace that is almost hypnotic. To see it is a rare and unsettling event. A glimpse of patterned skin, a flash of immense girth disappearing into the depths. It is a living myth, a creature spoken of in the language of instinct. The local legends, born from primal fear, call it a monster, a legless titan that can swallow the sky. And in this world, legends are often grounded in a terrifying reality. It is a being built for power, not the fleeting power of a sprint or a charge, but the slow, inexorable power of constriction. It is pure muscle, a living rope of immense strength. It does not need venom, nor does it need sharp claws. Its body is its weapon, a weapon honed by millions of years of evolution to be the ultimate ambush predator. It waits with a patience that is almost geological, a silent, coiled threat hidden just beneath the surface of the life-giving water, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal its awesome power. Even the kings and queens of the savannah approach the water with trepidation. A pride of lions, their tawny coats glowing in the afternoon light, pad silently to the river's edge. They are the apex predators of the plains, a symbol of strength and courage. They fear nothing, or so it seems. But as they lower their heads to drink, their confidence evaporates. Their ears twitch nervously. Their eyes scan the water's surface, searching for any sign of movement, any hint of the danger that they know lurks beneath. Their fear is palpable. It is a deep, instinctual fear passed down through generations. Lions are powerful, but on the land. In the water they are vulnerable. They know that in this domain their strength and claws are no match for the river's true ruler. A large male lion, his magnificent mane framing a scarred face, growls low in his throat. It is not a growl of aggression, but of anxiety. He has seen what this river can do. He has seen members of his pride vanish beneath the surface in a silent, terrifying explosion of water and muscle. It is not just the lions. A leopard, the master of stealth and ambush, descends from a tree near the bank. It is a solitary, elusive hunter, a creature of shadows and grace. On land, it is a ghost. But here, at the water's edge, it is the one that is being hunted. It hesitates, its lithe body tensed. It knows that the silent monster in the water is a greater master of the ambush than it could ever hope to be. The roles are reversed. The hunter becomes the hunted, a humbling and terrifying realization for a creature used to being at the top of the food chain. This shared fear is the ultimate testament to the creature's power. It unites the fiercest of rivals. Lions, leopards, hyenas, all of them set aside their own conflicts when they approach this river. They are bound by a common respect for the legless monster. It is a power that transcends the normal rules of the wild. It is a reminder that in nature, there is always something bigger, something stronger, something more patient. The river holds a power that even the apex predators cannot challenge, a primordial force that commands their absolute and unwavering respect. The moment arrives as it always does. A young warthog, emboldened by thirst and a moment of carelessness, ventures too far into the shallows. The water erupts, not with a roar, but with a silent, powerful surge. The head of the African rock python, a creature of myth made real, breaks the surface. It is a moment of pure, primal action. The python's strike is incredibly fast, a blur of motion. Its jaws, lined with rows of backward-facing teeth, latch onto the unsuspecting prey. There is no escape. The teeth are not for chewing, but for holding. The true weapon is then revealed. The python's immense body, a thick column of muscle, uncoils from the riverbed. It wraps around the struggling warthog with breathtaking speed and efficiency. This is the embrace of death. The coils tighten not to crush bones but to suffocate. With each exhale of the trapped animal, the python tightens its grip, constricting the chest and preventing the next breath. It is a slow, methodical, and incredibly powerful process. A silent, intimate struggle between the constrictor and its prey. A dance of life and death played out in the murky water. The python's body is a marvel of engineering. It can unhinge its jaw to swallow prey much larger than its own head. Its skin can stretch to incredible limits. Its metabolism is so slow that a single large meal can sustain it for months, even up to a year. This allows it to spend the vast majority of its life in a state of rest, conserving energy and waiting. It is the ultimate survivalist, a creature perfectly adapted to a life of feast and famine. It does not need to hunt every day or even every week. It hunts when the opportunity presents itself, with devastating efficiency. Once the prey is subdued, the slow process of swallowing begins. The python laboriously works its jaws over the meal, its body contorting as it inches the prey down its gullet. It is a vulnerable time for the snake, but its sheer size is a deterrent to most would-be opportunists. After its gargantuan meal, the python will retreat to a secluded spot, perhaps a burrow or a thicket, to digest. It will become dormant, its body focused solely on the task of breaking down its meal. It will disappear from the world once more, a living legend returning to the shadows, its role in the great cycle of life fulfilled. As dusk settles over the savannah, the world is painted in soft hues of orange and purple. The river reflects the changing sky, a mirror to the heavens. The python, its massive meal secured, has vanished back into the deep. The water is calm once more. The ripples of its hunt have subsided, but its presence remains. It is a permanent fixture of this ecosystem, as much a part of the river as the water itself. It is a force of nature, a regulator, a keeper of the balance. It ensures that only the strongest, the wariest, and the luckiest survive. The python is a living link to a prehistoric past. Snakes are ancient creatures, and this giant is a direct descendant of a lineage that has survived for millions of years. It has witnessed the coming and going of ice ages, the rise and fall of countless species. It is a survivor, a testament to the power of adaptation and specialization. In a world that is constantly changing, the python remains a constant. It is a symbol of the raw, untamable power of the natural world, a power that existed long before us and will continue long after we are gone. Its role in this landscape is vital. By preying on a wide range of animals, from small antelopes to young crocodiles, it helps to control populations and maintain the health of the ecosystem. It is a top predator, but one that operates by a different set of rules. It is not a creature of open conflict, but of silent, patient power. It is a hidden force, a quiet pressure that shapes the behavior of every animal that comes to the river to drink. It teaches the vital lessons of caution and respect, lessons that are essential for survival in this wild land. The river flows on, indifferent to the dramas that play out along its banks. The stars begin to appear in the night sky, a canopy of diamonds scattered across black velvet. The legless monster rests in the darkness, a silent, coiled heart beating at the center of this ancient world. It is a symbol not of brutality, but of balance. A reminder that in nature even the most feared creatures have a purpose. It is a part of the great, intricate, and often terrifyingly beautiful tapestry of life. The heartbeat of the river and the heartbeat of Africa itself.